Hello and welcome back to Persona 4 Golden. It is time. It's time for us to go in the Velvet Room. So, one of the things that we haven't done much of has been the Empress social links. Now, one of the reasons why I hold these off is because it's actually a little bit easier to do them later in the game, thanks to your social link boost when you're fusing things, because you kind of want that to do a variety of different things. And we've already done the first one, but we have we need something else. So we need to make an Ippon-datara with the Auto-Sukukaja ability. And we need that. So first of all, let me take a quick look at my deck. This is my deck. There's actually some in here that I want to keep because we're going to be using them. But there's quite a few in here that I don't want. So we're going to be fusing some of those up along with the persona that I have. Now I have 71% of the deck done, so it's actually not bad. We're just gonna have to make do with you know, what we have. I think there's only one that I actually need to create, so that's actually not too bad. Okay, let's start with what we need. So the first thing that we're going to need is going to be a Sylph, and then we're going to need a Lilim. And I don't, fun fact, I actually didn't put the Arcana on here because I thought there was a, it got level and by Arcana, but we don't have by letter, so that's gonna be fun. All right, so let's go ahead and grab those two. And let's fuse up them. And we want to make sure that we have the Sukukaja skill with us. You can put whatever else you want on here. In fact, I don't even care about this particular persona, so actually most of these I'm not going to be using. And then we'll just click through the nonsense. Now from here on out, what I'm going to do is just cut most of this out outside of showing you guys how to fuse it. I'll be cutting out the actual like the nonsense in between, so there you go. Well, hopefully. I don't know how much of a editing mood I am in today. All right, once you have that, I don't think you can talk to her directly. I believe she's just like, yeah, I want to see this. You actually have to leave and then go back in order to show this off.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
An Ippon-datara with Sukukaja, you have successfully completed the request. Well-rounded, flexible, muscular, splendid. You've done good work here. You are indeed the one with infinite potential. Now I'm even more curious about you. Margaret is smiling gently. You became a little more intimate with Margaret. Are you sure that's the terminology you want to use, game? Well then, for my next request, bring me a Matador with the Mahama skill. I know that if anyone can do this for me, it's you. I eagerly await your return. Okay, well, here's the first problem. My deck is full, which is gonna make this a little bit more interesting. I do not believe, out of all the things that we don't need, the Ippon-datara is not going to be needed. Sir's not gonna be needed. This one is not needed. Sybil is not needed. Hariti? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. That one's not needed. Alice is not needed. And Michael is not needed. So all of these can just go away. We're gonna want to do that. So let me clean up my deck real quick and then we'll work on making a Matador. All right, my deck's cleaned up, so let's get started on the Matador. First things first, we're gonna want to get an Anzu and then a Berith. And I believe that one of these is a Hierophant. There's the Anzu. We're looking for the Mahama skill, which is actually right there. I believe the Anzu learns that at like 36 or something like that. And the Berith, which I think is, I don't have all these memories, a Hanged Man. There it is. So when you fuse these up, make sure that you grab the Mahama skill and then basically whatever else you want. I don't know what else I want here. Alright, so that one's done. Now let's go ahead and introduce it to Margaret.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Ah, Matador, and he has Mahama. You have successfully completed the request. What a beautiful persona, this fascinating dance performed by a true sportsman. I'm amazed, you're still young, but you hold such masculinity within your soul. I can feel my heart beat faster. Thank you, I am strongly confident that you are the one I've been searching for. I want to see more of your soul. I'm creeped out. Well then, for my next request, bring me a Gdon that knows Rampage. I don't know if that's pronounced Dawn? Is it just Dawn? Is it Gdon? I don't know. If anyone can do this, for me, it's you. I eagerly await your return. Alright, so this one again is really simple. We're just gonna go into the compendium. There's two here that we need. The first is Legion, which knows Rampage already. I think it learns that it's 22 or something like that. And then we want to go down to the Chariot and grab an Ares. Now I know there's more than what I'm currently doing, like there's other recipes, but these are the ones that I found to be the easiest for me to make with my known, well, everything actually. I don't really care too much about this, so let's go.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
This Gdon with Rampage, I see you have successfully completed the request. Do you know why I asked you to bring me such a beast? Because I wanted you to be aware that even an innocent boy like you can harbor such a dreadful creature inside. And I wanted to write on it for a bit. But this persona seems too hot for me. Can I extinguish its flame? I'm kidding, I wouldn't harm your persona, nor yourself. Think. Margaret is smiling gently. I'm scared of Margaret now. Well then, for my next request, I would like a Neko Shogun capable of using Bufula. If anyone can do this for me, it's you. I eagerly await your return. All right, this is when we start getting into the more complicated personas. The Neko Shogun can only be created using the cross fusion. In fact, there's a lot of these that we haven't even touched this. There's pentagon, there's the cross, and there's also the hexagon spreads, which we're gonna have to use one of each in order to complete this whole thing. So for this one, the first thing we actually wanna do, I think I've already got with me the King Frost, because we're gonna need that. So let's jump into the compendium, and I wanna grab several things actually. The first thing I want to grab is, well, yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can't find the first one that I need. Where is it? We need this Hua Po, which is a magician one. We're gonna need that, which is gonna fuse up one of the persona that we need. Now the other things that we need, there's a whole bunch of them. Let's see, we're gonna need the Saki Mitama. Let's grab that. We're going to need the Ara Mitama. And the other one we're gonna need, if we can find it, is the Nigi Mitama. We're also gonna need the Kusi Mitama, but we're actually gonna fuse that one up so we actually have the skill that we need. And yeah, these cost so much. All right, so let's go ahead and fuse up, first of all, this one and the King Frost, and we want to make sure that we bring the, oh yes, I'm doing this right. We need the Bufula. I'm looking at the wrong one. We're gonna need to bring that with us, and then you can bring pretty much whatever else you want along with you. We have Ice Boost, why not? And that gives us the fourth piece of our cross. Very suspicious looking comma, I guess. Okay, now that we have that persona, we want to exit out of this part and go over to the cross, and we should have all 4. I want to make sure we grab that Bufula right off the bat, and you can choose whatever else you want. To be completely honest, there's not a lot that I want from this guy, so choose whatever. And just make sure you keep that skill. I love the cats. Yeah, he's a cat. He's got cat armor, cat banners, cat, whatever, is that, whatever weapon he's using, that paddle thing? Yeah, cat.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Ah, a Neko Shogun with Bufula. You have successfully completed the request. This is a rare persona. I think I could even beat my master with this. Wait a moment. The persona's nose isn't long at all. No, there's no way I can win with this persona. It's not easy to surpass the master. Regardless, I appreciate you showing me this beautiful persona. One after another, you make my every wish come true. What a gentleman. Yeah, Igor's nose is long. That's the joke. That's all there is to that joke. Well then, for my next request. Bring me a black frost that knows Auto-Sukukaja. If anyone can do this for me, it's you. Okay, so this one, again, is another one of those, like, impressive ones. And this is the persona that you need. You need Pyrojack, Jack Frost, King Frost, Pixie, and Ghoul. Now, Pixie and Ghoul, fine. King Frost, fine. We're missing a Jack Frost, actually. So, what we need to do is we need to go in, and I think we don't have enough space for all of these, which is going to make this fun. We want to grab... let's see, if we go back down to hero font, we want the Anzu. And again, we want another Sylph. This will allow us to fuse the Jack Frost that we need. Sylph? There it is, it's a Temperance persona. While we're in here, let's go ahead and grab some of the other Frost characters and whatnot that we need. So we're going to need a Pyrojack. We're going to need, I'm just gonna fill up my deck. I don't know how much space I have. We're gonna need a King Frost. We're gonna need a Pixie and a Ghoul. So I know Ghoul is Death. Okay, I don't have enough room for this. We're gonna have to clear out our everything actually. So let's go ahead and fuse up the Sylph and the Anzu to get what we need. And we need that Auto-Sukukaja, so make sure you grab that. And I'm just gonna throw in, I don't know, some other stuff, I guess. Okay, cleaned up my deck a little bit. We've got Pyrojack, King Frost, Jack Frost, Ghoul. I need to go grab a Pixie. I ended up fusing Thoth during this. We're gonna need that anyway. So, well worth getting. All we need now is just a Pixie, and we're good to go for the first, or the next big one. So that is, if you go into Fuse, go into Pentagon, we can now fuse a Black Frost. Make sure that you grab the Auto-Sukukaja before you move on. Now, Fire and Ice are really good for this persona. I want to make sure I grab some other stuff for it. We'll probably, I don't know if I'll end up bringing this persona along or not. It's not a bad one at all. It has no innate weaknesses, so that actually is really nice. I don't think it's quite as powerful as, say, like Lucifer, though, so...
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Ah, you have brought Black Frost, and he has Auto-Sukukaja. You have successfully completed the request. Do you know this persona's tragic past? Black Frost lived alone for over 1,000 years. While enduring the solitude, he prayed to the sky over and over, while pleading, "Give me a friend." Eventually, the god he served granted him a friend for a single day, and the two of them frolicked through the fields as happy as could be. They spent many precious hours together, and then, the sun set, the friend vanished. Black Frost regretted his request. If he had known he would have felt sad and lonely, he would have never asked for a friend in the first place. Hence, I didn't mispronounce it. Forget it, I made it all up anyway. Did you believe me? Adults shouldn't be so easily swayed by what others say. Anyhow, I appreciate that you showed me this wonderful card. One after another, you make my every wish come true. What a gentleman. Right. I'm not an adult. I don't know what's going on. Well then, for my next request, show me a Yatagarusu equipped with the Megido skill. If anyone can do this for me, it's you. Well, we're gonna cheat a little bit for this one. If you have the skill card for like a specific skill, use it. This one's fairly easy to make anyway, so it's not a big deal. But if you do that, go ahead and head outside, go into your item box, scroll through all the crap that you've collected. There should be, well, I have a Megido skill that I've picked up at some point in time. Previously, I've actually collected majority of these, so like, yeah, not a big deal. For this one, I'm gonna go ahead and forget growth 2 because we don't need it. And now it knows Megido. Also at this point, I want to save because if any of the future ones fail, I'm gonna be pissed. So I'll meet you back inside the Velvet Room.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Wonderful. This Yatagarusu has the Megido skill. You've successfully completed this request. Riddle me this. What kind of Yatagarusu is a crow with 3 legs? I accidentally told you the answer. I'm sorry I spoiled it. I wanted to give you a riddle that my master once told me. It was difficult yet entertaining and somewhat sad. Since we've begun meeting this way, I've gained an interest in words. Anyway, thank you for showing me this exquisite card. Margaret is smiling gently, and Margaret's jokes aren't funny. Moving on, we have a new request. What is it? Well then, for my next request, I'd like a Yatsufusa that knows Mediarama. If anyone can do this for me, it's you. All right, so this one's gonna be another one of those really frustrating ones. Let's go ahead and start by showing off where the fusion is. I think it's in here. Yes, there it is. We need Thoth, Orthoris, Makami, Narasimha, I don't know, and Mothman. So my Mothman already has the skill. If your Mothman does not have the skill, if you fuse a Thoth, and it's, what level is it? 49, I think 48, it actually learns the Mediarama skill. And at this point with the Emperor, where we currently are, I think we're at rank 7, it'll definitely learn it. So that's pretty much taken care of. So we only need the other 3 personas. So let's go ahead and just grab those. We're gonna need the Mothman. Oh gosh, I have no idea where any of these persona are. We already have this one in our inventory, so that actually makes it a lot easier to bear. Let's see here, where is all of the things? Let me grab them, because I don't know where they are and I don't really feel like having to peruse these and take forever. It's funny, I said all of that and like they were right next to each other. Which is fine. Okay, so let's make sure we grab that Mediarama spell. Pretty much whatever else you want on this one. This one, again, not a bad persona to have. As you can see, it drains fire, repels wind, and nulls light. That could be pretty nice. I'm not like diving for this persona, but it's not a bad one. Oh, I totally just skipped through all of that. As I was working on this, I ended up getting to 75%, so now I have a decrease in cost for all the persona. To summon all the various personas there are in these worlds, you of all people may be able to accomplish this. Well then, yeah, so as you get to, I think it's 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%, you get a discount for summoning persona, and we're currently, I think we're at 75%.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
This Yatsufusa has Mediarama. You have successfully completed the request. I can feel your heart. Words can express nothing. The only way to convey meaning is through the communication between hearts. You, Narukami, and Margaret. What do those names have in common? Oh no, there's nothing in common. I was testing your generosity. Good job, you passed the test. Margaret seems a little embarrassed. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, she falls for you throughout this entire thing, I guess. So, here we are. Well then, for my next request. What I'd like is a Ganesha with the Tetrakarn ability. If anyone can do this for me, it's you. Okay, so this time, let's take a quick look at my deck because I should have the Decarabia? Sure. And mine comes with the Tetrakarn because I didn't delete it. I believe if you have this persona, it comes with the Tetrakarn, so make sure you have that. And let's go ahead and jump into the compendium because oh gosh, I hope I have this persona. We need the Kuhalin one. Let me go see if I can't find him in here. All right, well, I jumped in to grab the persona that I needed to make Kuhalin, and it's gonna be Ganga, Undyne, and the Gdon here that we created earlier. For this particular persona, I don't really care what we have on it. It is gonna be going into our what do you call it? The compendium. So if there's anything specific that you want to grab off of it, you should do that. But honestly, I don't care. Oh, I have one more. What? Sure, we'll do this. This is a really lower level persona, if I remember correctly. Let's actually find out. 40. No, actually, it's mid-level. Not a bad one. Not that I want. Okay, now that we have that particular persona, we want to back out of the triple and go into the normal spread. And we want to use this one and the Kuhalin. And let's see here. We want the Tetrakarn, and we could use pretty much whatever here. Sure, we'll grab that.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Your Ganesha knows Tetrakarn. You have successfully completed the request. What a long nose. By the way, have you heard this song about a long nose? What happens in the Velvet Room, nobody knows, but the master has a very long nose. How nostalgic. I used to sing this song with that girl. How I miss those days. Margaret is smiling, her eyes narrowed. Are we making fun of Igor in front of Igor? That sounds terrible. And also he's unblinking and just staring at us, so... Well then, for my next request, bring me a Trumpeter with the Mind Charge skill. If anyone can do this for me, it's you. Alright, so again, this is another really heavy one here. So this is what we're gonna need for Trumpeter. Lucifer down here with 93, good grief. We need a Matador and a White Rider, which we already have. We've got a Hierophant, an Emperor, a Hanged Man, and a Tower persona. So we might need to clear out our deck to get those last 4, but the way to get the Mind Charge that you probably, how much space do I have in my deck? We have enough, okay, good. That's gonna make this complicated. If we head into the compendium, there are a few persona. Let's see, we're looking for Mind Charge. So we have got the Izanagi here. Actually, let's cancel that out for a second. We have Slime, which I have no idea where it is, and also Sandman. Is Sandman not a... All right, let me very quickly find those. Okay, I have no idea what the hell happened there. I actually need a Unicorn, an Oni, and an Apsaurus. I think there's different ways to do this, but we kind of screwed that one up, so there's a little bit of money out the window. Whatever. We want to use this one because we actually have the social link at a level in which we can actually unlock the Mind Charge from it. So let's go ahead and do that, and what's going to happen is I think at level 38... Yes, at 38, the Mind Charge is unlocked. We need that for this whole thing. Okay, we need 3 more slots in our deck, so be careful with that. If you don't have enough, which I did just enough, make sure you clear those up. We're gonna need whatever the rest of the ones are, which is this one right here, the Dice Sojo, the Padlasog? I don't know. It's a crab, or a lobster? It's freaking me out. And whatever the last one is that I don't remember. Ah, there it is. The Tau. Go ahead and grab that. Get out of here. Go up to Fuse. Hexagon, and there's the Trumpeter. And we do have to be level 67 to do this one, so be aware that you need to be ready. You need to be ready for that. Throw whatever on it that you feel like you could use. I'm gonna go with at least some heavy skills if I can. Actually, I don't need that one that I picked. Let's see, let's go with heavy fire. Sure, we'll go with those, and then maybe a blight? Ah, finally! I should mention this as we're going on. This is the first one that we've actually learned Cool Breeze on, which restores 8% of your HP and SP. It's 1 level lower than the best one, which restores you to full after each battle. We're definitely going to be unlocking that. I think Lucifer has it, but it's not going to be until after the next dungeon. And this particular persona is really good. As you can see, it drains ice and repels both electricity and light, and nullifies dark. So you're really only susceptible to 3 different attacks. That's actually really, really nice. I 100% love that.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
A Trumpeter with Mind Charge. You have successfully completed the request. That was my last request. Congratulations. You have been through many challenges and I hope you grasp their meaning. You see, the results never mattered. I wanted to see you yourself struggle and complete the requests. You approached each challenge thoughtfully, and in doing so, you trained your soul. As I predicted, you have shown me that your soul is strong. It's been wonderful. For the first time in ages, I became very excited. But remember, one soul is fragile. The purer it is, the stronger it gets, but it can easily be led astray. It can take so little as a handful of senseless words, such as a lie or a rumor. Please remember that. Now I have to give you something as a reward. Here, I want you to have this. Obtained Spiral Brooch. It's only an object, but at the same time, it's an expression of myself. I'm sure you know, since you've struggled so much for me, right? No, I don't know, but thanks, Margaret. Anyway, we've maxed it out so we can make Isis and, whatever. I might do a lot of fusion off-screen in the upcoming episodes, but it will all be off-screen. Not right now, especially since I'm broke. There's nothing more of your heart that I need to see. I understand you quite well now, so thank you. As I thought, you're the person I had been waiting for. When the time comes, it is you who will provide my answer. I look forward to it. I don't know what that means, but thanks, I guess. Yeah, so we're successfully done with the Empress. We have the Emperor, and I think the only other one we have is Hunger, which is story-based. Yay! We're done with that. Let's head back inside. I think we could just go back inside. Can we just go in? We're gonna run upstairs and we're gonna finish up that book we started last time. You decided to continue reading Food Fight. It says that the essence of Chinese dining is to eat everything that is served. You do feel that if you put this advice into practice, it will toughen your body and mind. You read your book as it quietly snows outside. Your diligence has greatly increased. We've finished reading. You feel as if you'll be able to train yourself even better by eating Chinese food. It gives you a boost if you eat out at the Aya place, but really we don't care because we're maxed out anyway, and we've pretty much done. Dojima will be back home this weekend. Is Nanako doing well? Well, I'm going to end that here. I just wanted to get all of those things done. You can do this, I think, up until the end of the game, but I just wanted to get it done and out of the way. We are broker than broke now. I think we used about 300,000 yen to get that done. With a few thousand being thrown here and there because I screwed up on that last little bit to get that mine charge. But overall, I think we've done pretty well. We do have a dungeon coming up in like a month. I think I'm using a scroll bar. I think we're clear up until, I actually don't know when February, I think. So we have a lot of time to finish up Kanji's social link and like specifically, as well as do whatever else we need to do. So I will see you guys next time.